I really like this character because she gives you a lot of different unique abilities that you don't really see, and also being able to apply it at fast speed on a 4-star hero is really awesome. I do like it. Hey, thanks so much for checking out the channel. If you're curious about any other hero in Empires and Puzzles, you can view my website at anchorgame.com. There you will find I've graded every single hero with a calibrated team of graders. This resource will always be free. Thinking about supporting the hero grades and the breakdown videos? You're welcome to donate. Otherwise, feel free to share this resource with a friend. I have my exclusive line group called Anchor Cove, where you gain access to myself and tons of other experienced players with on-demand information and resources. If that piques your interest, all that information is on the opening page of my website with a short video. Let me dive into today's hero breakdown. Hey, thanks so much for checking out the channel. Today we're doing a brand new hero breakdown on the warrior woman, Mist. She's got 686 on her attack, 603 on her defense, and 1196 on her health. Statistically, the attack power, it's alright. Defense is okay, health total's okay. She's about average for a 4-star, nothing too crazy or out of the norm. She is running at fast speed. She's part of the Valhalla Midgar heroes, which means she gives you a bonus. All allies get anywhere between 5%, 10%, and 15% attack as long as a Midgar ally has low health. So if she's got low health, if you have multiple Midgar heroes, you get that additional bonus applied to your team. This video is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. It is a free massive turn-based dark fantasy RPG. If you want a huge head start in Raid, all you have to do, click on the link in the description. If you're a new player, you get a 1-day XP boost, 3 Raid Flasks, 1 Ancient Shard, 1 Void Champion Bulwark, and 50 gems. All your treasure, it's waiting for you right over here. As far as her hero special goes, she deals 175% damage to the target and nearby enemies. The target nearby enemies are immune to new buffs for 3 turns. The target nearby enemies get minus 34% defense against special skills for 3 turns, and the target nearby enemies get minus 64% mana generation for 3 turns. Pretty awesome little hero that we've got going on here. Dealing damage at fast speed to the target nearby enemies is pretty awesome, and then also setting it up so they're immune to new buffs if they're trying to add anything. It's also setting it up so they've got minus defense for special skills, and then also giving the negative mana generation. I really like this character because she gives you a lot of different unique abilities that you don't really see, and also being able to apply it at fast speed on a 4-star hero is really awesome. I do like it. She is a Cleric class hero. If you're looking to add emblems to her, I would probably focus mostly on the standard that I give, which is attack, defense, and health. So you kind of prioritize your attack power, your defense, and then your health. I don't really see it too much as being an defensive hero. So if you're going to want to focus mostly on offense, to be utilizing her on offense, really great at fast speed with the emblems. When we look at her Titan grade, she is going to get a B. As far as the Titan goes, it's one of those characters that, again, it deals a lot of different types of abilities. Again, it's kind of like Brynhild, the green character, where it's like it does a lot, but it's not really that mega effective against a Titan. So I do like that she runs at fast speed, but I don't think that her hero specials are going to be really that effective against the Titan itself. Obviously, setting yourself up to where you get the minus 64% mana generation for 3 turns is relevant, but when you're an extremely important thing to consider is if you want to get high scores on your Titans, you're not focusing on the special skills damage. You want to focus on your stack ability, on having the stacks correct as far as having like elemental defensive down, having high increase on the attack, and then high tile damage, and then you have your character that's going to be dealing the the exponential amount of attack power increase. Unfortunately, with her ability, it's not really suiting that to where you're going to be dealing a whole bunch of damage because it's giving the minus 34% defense against special skills for 3 turns. You're not so much concerned with the damage you're dealing on special skills on Titans. So don't get confused when you see this hero. It's not one of the major crazy heroes you're going to be wanting using on Titans. It seems like it would be. The mana generation might be really cool. I do like that she's running at fast speed, but probably not my first choice against a Titan. That's why she's going to get the B grade there. Now, when we look at her offensively, she's an absolute powerhouse. I really love this character. Running at fast speed, you compare her with Jackal or any other character, maybe even like a white hair scenario to where, or White Rabbit, sorry, white hair, okay, White Rabbit, and you're giving like the defensive down plus her at fast speed. You're setting it out, you could even go to where Miss goes off first, and then you could have another character giving like defensive down on top of it, which is kind of cool because you could be utilizing that special skill set to giving them the negative characteristics on her. So she is really awesome. Fast speed, dealing damage to everybody, also giving a whole bunch of different buffs. They can't gain a whole bunch of different negative side effects to the characters. So she is going to get an A grade there. Now, when we look at her defensively, she is going to get a B as far as the tank grade goes. I see that she could maybe get used a little bit, but you're also in a situation where you can just get around her, especially being that everything is only going to be happening for 3 turns. So you could set yourself up to where you're not really worried about throwing off the immunity or anything like that on your characters, especially with her running in the tank position, because you can just kind of skate around that a little bit to where it's not going to be too much of a factor. And not to mention, she doesn't have the most impressive defensive stats to really be a tank, so I'm not really seeing that being a situation that you really want to focus on. So she is going to get a B as far as the tank grade goes. Now, where she does have some playability is going to be in the flank position. I do like that she is hitting the target and the nearby enemies. Not to mention, by the time that she goes off, it could be really annoying to not being able to put any buffs on your characters. And then you're also setting yourself up to where you're at a major disadvantage to where it's the target nearby enemies getting the negative defensive for the skill special. So then also, obviously, that mana generation is going to be quite useful to where they're not going to be gaining any mana, and you're not really focused on getting around this character. I think it's one of those characters that you're not really going to think too much. You're going to think of the tank, and then when she goes off, going off into your team is going to be quite effective. I could see throwing some emblems on her and her being quite annoying. Possibly, obviously, if you've got better heroes, higher grade 5-star heroes, those are going to definitely be better. But the mid-range players, they could definitely see some usage with her, and I could see an A grade as far as the flank goes. And then when she's in the wing, she is going to get a B grade. I know that she is running at fast speed. The only issue that I have is that if she is running at fast speed and she's in the wing, there is a potential that possibly that the other characters are dead at that point, and you're not really going to be able to utilize what she does the most, which is hitting the target nearby enemies. That's why I think that the balance is going to be in that flank position. Possibly this goes into a B+, but I don't like the fact that for this character to be really impacting, you want the defensive team to almost be alive, and you want her to fire off pretty quickly. So overall, she is going to get a B+ grade on defense. She definitely gets a bump up because of her flank grade. She could be used, but you're going to need to focus your emblems to make her a little bit more defensive, so she has more survivability there. So when we look at her weekly raid grade, she is going to get an A on rush attack. I think also keep in mind that these weekly raid grades are comparing 4 stars to 4 stars. So this is where I think that she shines, is going to be in the weekly raid. Obviously, with her now being at very fast speed, this does impact things. She's only switching from fast to very fast, but what I really love about her is giving that mana generation issue. Minus 64% is a lot. And I see even on offense or defense, that's going to be quite annoying to deal with because you want your character to be firing off, whether you're on offense or defense, and she's really impacting that quite a bit. So I think that she's a really solid hero on rush attack. One of the better 4-star yellows for sure. She is going to get an A grade there. And then on buff, she's obviously going to get an A+. With her running at fast speed, she shuts down everything to where they can't even get new buffs at all for 3 turns. She's also dealing damage to the target nearby enemies, and then also setting up so special skills are going to be doing a whole bunch. She does pretty much everything that you would ever want on buff attack. She's an absolutely amazing hero there. She's going to get an A+. And on Bloody Battle, she is going to get an A grade. This is very close to an A+. Obviously, with her running at fast speed, she's dealing damage, she's making it so they're immune, and then she's also just setting it up so they just die quicker. Very close to an A+ on Bloody Battle. Absolutely amazing hero. Definitely want to level this character up, especially if you're looking at the weekly raids. And yeah, I think that you'll be quite impressed with her. She is going to get an overall grade of an A. Definitely one of the better characters in yellow. She's dealing a lot of different things at fast speed, dealing damage, targeting everybody. I think she's a really great hero. So thanks so much for watching this content. Please make sure you subscribe, turn those notifications on, and I'll see you on the next video.